Hi everyone. In the previous video, we have done the DC triggering circuit for half wave configuration. In the half wave configuration, we have this is our half wave configuration circuit. In this configuration, the triggering is applied with the help of a variable DC supply or a regulated power supply, we can say a DC regulated power supply. So, with the help of DC regulated power supply, we have triggered this gate of this SCR and we have verified the load voltage. The same process what we have followed for the half wave configuration, the same process we need to follow for this full wave configuration also. See, this is the full wave configuration circuit, and the difference between half wave configuration and full wave configuration is only the bridge rectifier. You can see only a bridge rectifier is there here. Remaining from load, thyristor and RPS connection is same, which is variable DC supply connection. The same connection, which is this part of the circuit, is same as in the half wave rectifier configuration. So, this part is same for the both circuits except this bridge rectifier. So, in the half wave configuration, we have taken the inputs from phase and neutral terminals of the secondary, but in the full wave configuration, we will take the inputs from the bridge configuration. So, bridge positive terminal and bridge negative terminal. From these two terminals, we will take the supply for the circuit, and the procedure will be same. To turn on the thyristor, we simply vary the voltage from 0 volts to the voltage at which this thyristor is going to turn on. Here also there is no control on the firing angle. When the thyristor is turned on, it will turns on at a 0 degrees only. Okay. Now, from the circuit diagram, we will see the connections, and the connections has been made based on the circuit diagram. So, before making the connections, please ensure that the RPS voltage is placed at the minimum position and the loose connections are avoided. So, these are the connections just we have made for half wave rectifier, where the half wave rectifier input is taken at the phase terminal of the secondary and the neutral terminal of the secondary. And for connecting the full wave rectifier, just make these connections here across the bridge rectifier. Simply pull out this probe and place it here, which is the positive terminal of the bridge rectifier, and from neutral point you just plug in here, which is the negative terminal of the full bridge rectifier. Now, you can see remaining connections are same because both the circuits are same except this full bridge rectifier configuration. So, from this part and this part both are same. So, from this point and this point we have taken the input for this configuration. So, that is the reason why these 2 points are just shifted from here to full bridge rectifier. Okay. Now, we are taking the input from the full bridge rectifier positive terminal and from the negative terminal of the full bridge rectifier. Remaining circuit connections are all same, because for half wave and full wave remaining circuit is same. Okay. And now, before turning on the experimental setup, you ensure that the regulated power supply is at the 0 volts position. You can see the voltage of this regulated power supply is 0, and verify once again the connections whether they are right or not, and after verification you can please turn on the experimental setup, and you can clearly see there is no output, means the load voltage is 0, which is showing in the CRO. This is because of the applied gate voltage is 0. See, the gate voltage is 0 here. So, what we do now? We will slowly increase the gate voltage, the similar procedure what we have done for half wave. So, make this voltage 0.1 volts and check the output voltage or the output graph whether it is coming or not. It is still 0 because the thyristor is not yet turned on. So, 0.1 gate pulse is not enough to turn on the thyristor. Now, 0.2, for 0.2 volts also you can see the same, there is no output. And now, similarly 0.3 volts, for 0.3 volts also we can see there is no output. And now make this as a 0.4 volts and verify the output, and now make it 0.5 and check the CRO. Now make it to 0.6 volts as the gate pulse magnitude, and you can see at 0.6 also thyristor not yet triggered. The output voltage or the load voltage is still 0. Now I am slowly increasing this voltage, which is around at 0.627. You can see the jumping between 0.6 to 7 voltage. Now you can see the output voltage waveform, and if we try to stop this, you can clearly see the output voltage waveform here. It is a full bridge rectifier, full wave circuit with the bridge rectification. You can see the x axis is 5 milliseconds. You can see the 5 milliseconds, and if we consider from this point to this point, which is a full cycle, you can see 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, a full cycle is completing 4 boxes. So, 4 into 5 will be our 20 milliseconds, which means 50 Hz supply. So, for the positive peak the output is positive, and for the negative peak also the output is positive, because this is a full bridge rectifier, bridge circuit configuration is there. So, the negative pulse is also will get as positive pulse. So, 2 positive pulses will be appeared during one full wave, one full cycle of the sinusoidal supply. You can see clearly from this point to this point, which is 5 milliseconds into 4 boxes, 20 milliseconds. And you can observe the x axis scale as 10 volts, which means each box 10 volts. You can see this is not at 10 volts, it is around 15 or 16 volts. Adding the drop, we will have a voltage drop in the thyristor. So, the magnitude of the peak will be a little bit reduced from the input voltage, and we have a bridge rectifier here. So, in the bridge rectifier also we will have some voltage drop, in the thyristor also we will have some voltage drop. So, these voltage drops will be eliminated from the input supply. So, the input supply 17 volts maximum value, peak value is 17 volts. Now, it is showing around 15 volts, that is because of the voltage drops. So, this is the load voltage using a regulated power supply, means a DC triggering circuit configuration with the help of full wave bridge rectifier. And as seen for the half wave rectifier also, we do not have any control on the firing angle. So, in the full wave also we do not have any control on the firing angle, just we have to regulate the voltage at what voltage this pulse is going to turn on the thyristor. See, you can see this voltage is in between 0.6 and 0.7, approximately you may consider 0.65. Okay? Thank you.